Nestled in the attic of her grandmother's crumbling farmhouse in rural Kansas, Lily discovered the dollhouse. It was during the sweltering summer after Grandma Edith's funeral, when Lily's family had come to sort through the hoarded relics of a life spanning nearly a century. The house was a miniature masterpiece, crafted from dark walnut with intricate gingerbread trim and tiny stained glass windows that caught the dust-moted sunlight. Inside, rooms were furnished with exquisite detail: velvet curtains, porcelain teacups, even a grand piano with ivory keys no bigger than rice grains. But what unnerved Lily was the dolls, 5 of them, posed in eternal tableau. A mother in a lace gown, a father in a top hat, 2 children frozen mid-laugh, and a baby in a cradle. Their faces were porcelain, eyes glass marbles that seemed to follow her as she peered in. Lily was 12, too old for dolls but intrigued by the antique. Her parents were downstairs arguing over heirlooms, so she dragged the dollhouse to a corner, away from the clutter of yellowed newspapers and moth-eaten dresses. As she dusted it off, a faint click echoed from within, like a lock turning. She dismissed it as settling wood. That night, in the guest room below the attic, Lily dreamed of the dollhouse. In the dream, she was small, trapped inside, running through endless hallways as porcelain feet clattered behind her. She woke sweating, heart racing to the sound of scratching overhead. Mice, she thought, but the noise was rhythmic, deliberate, like tiny hands arranging furniture. The next day, she returned to the attic. The dolls had moved. The mother now stood in the kitchen, knife in hand over a miniature roast. The father sat in the study, pipe raised as if exhaling smoke. The children were in the nursery, building a tower of blocks. Lily blinked, convinced she'd imagined their previous positions. She reached in, rearranging them back to how she remembered. Her finger brushed the baby's cheek, cold, unnaturally so, like ice in the stifling heat. By evening, the scratching returned, louder. Lily's little brother, Tommy, age 8, complained of it too. "Sounds like toys playing," he said, eyes wide. Their parents blamed the wind, the old house groaning. But that night, the dreams intensified. Lily saw the doll family come alive, their joints cracking like breaking bones as they moved with jerky, unnatural grace. The mother whispered secrets to the father, her glass eyes reflecting flames from a tiny hearth. The children played hide-and-seek, their laughter tinkling like shattering crystal. The baby cried, a high, piercing wail that echoed in Lily's skull. She woke to Tommy shaking her. "Lily, look," he pointed to the ceiling. The scratching had stopped, but now there was thumping, like small feet pacing. They sneaked to the attic, flashlight beams cutting through the dark. The dollhouse glowed faintly, as if lit from within. The dolls had moved again, this time posed at the windows, staring out, toward them. Tommy whimpered. Lily shushed him, but her hands trembled as she opened the dollhouse roof. Inside, a new detail, a tiny note on the dining table, scrawled in childish script, "Play with us." They fled downstairs, but the thumping followed, descending the stairs like pursuing footsteps. In the morning, their parents found the note, dismissed it as a prank. "You kids are letting your imaginations run wild," Dad said, tossing it away. But Lily couldn't shake it. She researched the dollhouse online, using her phone's spotty signal. Buried in antique forums, she found mentions of Edith's curse. Grandma Edith had been a toy maker in the 1930s, crafting dollhouses for wealthy families. One commission went wrong. A family of 5 died in a house fire, blamed on faulty wiring. Edith had delivered the dollhouse the day before. Rumors swirled that she'd infused it with life, occult rituals to make toys eternal companions. Superstition, but locals avoided her after that. Lily confronted her mom. Did Grandma believe in that stuff? Mom hesitated. She was eccentric, said dolls kept souls company. That afternoon, while alone, Lily heard voices from the attic, whispers, giggles. She climbed up, heart pounding. The dollhouse was open, dolls arranged in a circle, holding hands. The baby's cradle rocked gently, empty. No, not empty. The baby doll was gone. Panic surged. She searched the attic, finding nothing. As sunset bled through the window, the whispers grew. Join the family. Forever play. Tommy disappeared that evening. One moment he was in the yard, the next, gone. The family searched frantically, calling police, scouring fields. Lily knew. She raced to the attic. The baby doll was back in the cradle, but now it had Tommy's freckles, his curly hair painted on porcelain. Screaming, she grabbed the dollhouse, smashing it against the floor. Wood splintered, but the dolls remained intact, eyes glaring. The whispers turned to shrieks. "You broke our home!" Her parents burst in, seeing the wreckage. "What have you done?" Mom cried. Tommy was found minutes later, wandering the yard, dazed. "I was playing inside," he murmured, "with the family." Relief washed over them, but Lily saw the change. Tommy's eyes were glassy, reflective like marbles. He smiled too perfectly, too still. They left the farmhouse the next day, dollhouse shards left behind. But back home in the city, the nightmares persisted. Lily heard scratching under her bed. One morning, she found a tiny porcelain hand on her pillow. Weeks passed. Tommy became withdrawn, arranging his toys in eerie scenes. One night, Lily woke to him, standing over her bed, whispering, "Play with us." She bolted upright. Tommy's face was pale, expressionless. Behind him, shadows shifted, small figures lurking. Desperate, Lily confided in a school friend who suggested a psychic. The woman, Madame Clara, visited with sage and crystals. "This is no ordinary haunting," she said, examining a shard Lily had secretly kept. The dollhouse was a vessel, souls trapped in fire, seeking new bodies. Clara performed a ritual, chanting over the shard. Smoke filled the room, and for a moment, Lily saw them. The doll family, burned and twisted, reaching out. Tommy convulsed, screaming in multiple voices, "Let us stay!" Clara shattered the shard. A wave of cold air rushed through, and Tommy collapsed, normal again. Peace returned, or so they thought. Months later, on a rainy night, Lily found a package on the porch. Inside a repaired dollhouse, dolls posed welcomingly. A note, "We fixed our home. Come play." The whispers started anew, not from the attic, but inside her head. Tommy heard them too. Their parents dismissed it as trauma. But one evening, Lily caught Tommy talking to the dolls. "Soon," he said, "we'll all be together." She tried to destroy it again, but the wood wouldn't break. The dolls unbreakable. Flames licked but didn't consume. The family grew bolder, moving freely at night, tiny feet pattering across floors. Lily's dreams merged with reality. She woke inside the dollhouse, gigantic eyes peering in, her own face, watching. The mother doll hugged her. "Welcome home, dear." In the morning, her bed was empty. Parents searched, found only a new doll in the house, a girl with Lily's braids, glass eyes staring blankly. Tommy smiled. "She's playing now." The dollhouse sat innocently in his room, family complete. At night, if you listened, you heard laughter, 6 voices, eternal. Years later, the farmhouse sold. Dollhouse with it. New owners reported odd noises, missing pets. But the real horror was the children, posing toys in perfect scenes, eyes glazing over. The cycle continued, souls collecting, one playmate at a time.